Hi, Mum and Bob Fisher again here from Royals Music Festival. Second of our concert samplers. Got a lovely set from local performers Paul Cherrington and Pamela who have been great supporters of the festival over the years and are indeed great songwriters and performers themselves. So we've got a set of 5 songs from them, and we've tacked on a couple of lockdown Ock'n'Dough songs that you won't hear very often because we never sing them to close off. So enjoy, and I'll speak to you later.
We don't hear much about Whitsuntide these days, but when I was a little girl it was a very special occasion, because at Whitsuntide all the children got new clothes and we felt very special going on the Whit walks and for sing-songs in the local parks. We wrote this song to keep those memories alive. Down cobbled streets, round Brightside Lane, we'd walk hand in hand. All silk and lace, we'd take our place behind the marching band. No hand-me-downs today, but new from head to toe. We're dressed in our Whitsuntide clothes. The old tin bath from the night before is dried and put away. All scrubbed up in frills and tucks, we're ready for the day. Grow hair bound in rags, see how the ringlets flow. We're dressed in our Whitsuntide clothes. Old ones and young ones get together once again. The children are every mother's pride. Brothers and sisters meet with family and friends, all gather round at Whitsuntide. Mum's done her best with provident checks to turn us out so fine. She'll be paying them off at £1 a week from now till Christmas time. She never seemed to mind, so proud and it showed when we dressed in our Whitsuntide clothes. From every back to back appear small faces shiny bright, in starch white collars, patent shoes and dresses laced up tight. We get pennies on the walk from everyone we know, 'cause we're dressed in our Whitsuntide clothes. Old ones and young ones get together once again. The children are every mother's pride. Brothers and sisters meet with family and friends, all gather round at Whitsuntide. Each Whitsuntide just once a year, proud children display 'neath silken banners, Sunday schools parade along the way. At the bandstand in the park we'd sing and we'd pose, dressed in our Whitsuntide clothes. At the bandstand in the park we'd sing and we'd pose, dressed in our Whitsuntide clothes. Dressed in our Whitsuntide clothes. This song was written in memory of my dad, who served on the HMS Curaçao in the Second World War. She was in a tragic collision with the Queen Mary, which resulted in her sinking with the loss of over 300 lives. Fortunately for me, my dad was a survivor. Off Donegal in 42, we sailed to meet the Queen and offer up safe passage round Ireland's icy seas. With a fresh wind we made headway for Gora on the Clyde. Oh, sweet Mary, sail on by. sailed from New York Harbor, a titan of the waves. 10,000 troops below her decks, so she had to make good time. Oh, sweet Mary, sail on by, sail on by, sail on by. In the cold Atlantic waters, 300 men would die. Sail on by, sail on by. Don't turn around, just sail on by. The Curaçao's escort stood off the starboard beam. The veteran Navy cruiser sent to serve the Queen, till a tragic turn across our wake as she passed from side to side. Oh, sweet Mary, sail on by. Mary struck amidships, crushed underneath her bows. Our stern rolled over on its back, and with all hands went down. Others leapt into the water, but few men would survive. Oh, sweet Mary, sail on by, sail on by, sail on by. In the cold Atlantic waters, 300 men would die. Sail on by, sail on by. Don't turn around, just sail on by. Men cried out in the icy sea as they floundered in her wake, but Mary steamed on full ahead and left them to their fate. No time to stop nor come about and risk 10,000 lives. So, sweet Mary, sail on by, sail on by, sail on by. In the cold Atlantic waters, 300 men would die. Sail on by, sail on by. Don't turn around, just sail on by. Sail on by, sail on by. In the cold Atlantic waters, 300 left to die. Sail on by, sail on by. Don't turn around, just sail on by. Don't turn around, just sail on by. No, don't turn around, just sail on by. Here's a song we wrote about one of the most skilled trades in the cutlery industry. It was that of the Little Mester, and they fashioned all the finest of blades. Unfortunately, it's become a lament because with mass production and mechanisation, it's becoming dying art. This is the Little Mesters. was a time when a man relied on the skill of his own two hands. With simple pride he'd hammer and file the steel at his command. From the steady to the dolly wheel, taken through every stage. These were the men, the artisans, that followed the cutlass trade. Where are those little masters now, to form the steel and shape the blade? Master cutlers of a golden age, no finer craftsman ever found. Where are those little masters now? In the vale beside the Don, in the workshops of Sheffield town, masters made the keenest blades, knives of high renown. The Bowie and the Barlow, with haft of burned horn. The pocket knife, a craftsman's pride, these handmade skills passed on. Where are those little masters now, to form the steel and shape the blade? Master cutlers of a golden age, no finer craftsman ever found. Where are those little masters now? When orders came from far and wide, masters could name their prize. Now who'll prentice to the trade as old skills wane and die? Dusty workshops empty now, still echo with the sound of parser, forge and grinding wheel and the working master man. Where are those little masters now, to form the steel and shape the blade? Master cutlers of a golden age, no finer craftsman ever found. Where are those little masters now? Where are those little masters now? Here's one of our favourite traditional songs. Come all ye maids who live at a distance, many's the mile from off your swain. Come and assist me this very moment, for to pass away sometime, singing sweetly and completely songs of pleasure and of love. For my heart is with you altogether, though I live not where I love. When I sleep I dream about you, when I wake I take no rest, every moment thinking of you. My heart is fixed in your breast, though far distance may be of assistance, if from my mind your love remove. For my heart is with you altogether, though I live not where I love. things shall cease to die. If ever I should prove false to my jewel, or any way his love deny, the world shall change and be more strange if from my mind your love remove. For my heart is with you altogether, though I live not where I love. So farewell lads and farewell lasses, now I think I've made my choice. I will away to yonder mountain, where I think I hear his voice. If he beckons I will follow round the world that is so wide. For young Thomas, he has promised I should be his lawful bride. So come all ye maids who live at a distance, many's the mile from off your swain. Come and assist me this very moment, for to pass away some time, singing sweetly and completely songs of pleasure and of love. For my heart is with you altogether, though I live not where I love. This is a song we wrote in memory of my Auntie Ivy, who was a buffer girl. It was one of the skills of the cutlery trade in Sheffield some time ago now. And we were fortunate enough that Grace Notes took it and recorded it as well. And a few years ago at the Raunds Festival, they invited me up on the stage and we sang it together, which was a great privilege for me. Off uptown and Boulder Brass, up more you'd see 'em walking, black as soot from the buffing, up real body way of talking. Arm in arm without a care, watch out lads, you'd best beware. Go up against them if you dare, here come the buffer girls. Red-head scarves and calico brats, brown paper leggings and finger rags. You'd hear the sound as the wheels went round, songs and laughter and the lads would shout on the errand lasses and the buffer girls. On the errand lasses and the buffer girls. The buffers feisty, loud and tough, would always speak their mind. In the clamour of the buffin shop, the silver spoons they'd shine. Be it piecework, rate or day for pay, to work with pride, that was their way, singing all the livelong day to the wine of spindles turning. Now pity the lad from time to time to the buffin shop did stray. 'Twas the sport of all the girls and he would be fair game. Oh, such you'd hear the sound of the wheels went round. Songs and laughter and the lads would tell of the Aaron lasses and the buffer girls. Of the Aaron lasses and the buffer girls. So come all you ladies as you lay your tables out to find. Think of the girls that toil in mud to make that silver shine. The brightest lasses, you'll agree, delight in their good company. Rough diamonds all and proud to be Sheffield buffer girls. Red scarves and calico brats, brown paper leggings and finger rags. You hear the sound as the wheels went round. Songs and laughter and the lads would tell of the Aaron lasses and the buffer girls. Of the Aaron lasses and the buffer girls. Red scarves and calico brats, brown paper leggings and finger rags. You'd hear the sound as the wheels went round. Songs and laughter and the lads would tell of the Aaron lasses and the buffer girls. Of the Aaron lasses and the buffer girls. Of the Aaron lasses and the buffer girls.
Wow, 5 great songs there from Paul and Pam. Thanks very much to them for supplying them, allowing us to use them. They were, of course, recorded in lockdown in their house in Raunds. And here's some more songs recorded in lockdown, this time from Ock'n'Dough. The first one from Collie Weston, right in the north end of the county. Well, not quite in Northamptonshire, but it was in the 70s, up until the 70s. This is a song from a poem that we found in the Stamford Gazette. No, the Stamford Mercury, about a choir boy that was singing. His singing was so bad that the local vicar had to take a court injunction out to stop him singing. So here is the Collie Weston Boys, to a tune you'll know quite well.
Under the spreading arch of heaven, the village minster stands. The clergyman is a worthy man who never soils his hands. He likes his port and sherry too, of all the finest brands. He goes on Sunday to the church, and there one song annoys. He cannot either pray or preach, because that awful voice thrills through the church in such a tone as bids him not rejoice. With church and law opposed to him, the poor lad has no choice, and so a fine's imposed on him, and he must sell his voice. And now at length the parson can most holily rejoice, for henceforth all will chant in tune, and nothing that annoys will dare to raise its head in church, not even popish toys. And as for me, I say, beware you Collie Weston boys.
So it's Collie Weston Boys, and now another song from Ock'n'Dough's Northamptonshire repertoire. This is the Song of the Raunds March, as told in a poem in the Watford Gazette at the time, or a little after the time, which uses lots of shoemaking puns. So it's a great song. Do join in. The men of Raunds, they waxed rough and thought upon their feet, for those said they, we're cobblers all, we can't make both ends meet.
We pull and stitch and pull, and army hoofs we pass, but bosses think because we sew we find no use for brass.
With Jimmy now we'll go, boys, with Gribble now we'll go. We'll show the lords we will not take the army contract rate.
For 15 bobs our weekly wage, and here we all do swear to never more make army boots at 2 and 6 a pair.
And so their grievances to heal and get their righteous doles, they'll march away to London town.
We will upon our souls.
With Jimmy now we'll go, me boys, with Gribble now we'll go. We'll show the Lords we will not take the army contract rate.
Now Comrade Gribble, he shall be the leader of our band, a Blucher or a Wellington to press our just demand.
They marched in villages and towns, received them all on faith, and cheered the men who would not stick to army contract rate. With Jimmy now we'll go, me boys, with Gribble now we'll go. We'll show the Lords we will not take the army contract rate.
We walked along with cheery song and never a sign forlorn, and never once were needless bread, we'd often too much corn.
Also, although their boots began to wear as on they paced, yet boots were really thought of last, although not always laced. With Jimmy now we'll go, me boys, with Gribble now we'll go. We'll show the Lords we will not take the army contract rate.
And when great London town we reached, although we soon found bobs, we found also the War Office like Raunds that got its snobs. For ministers whose duty was the grievance or to book, thought on the whole 'twas better for to take the button hook.
With Jimmy now we'll go, me boys, with Gribble now we'll go. We'll show the Lords we will not take the army contract rate. But yet they did not march in vain, for Labour's heard the call, and it boots well when Labour is prepared to stand by all. And when in future we shall tell of that great march that's past, let's give the men of Raunds the praise for sticking to the last. With Jimmy now we'll go, me boys, with Gribble now we'll go. We'll show the Lords we will not take the army contract rate. With Jimmy now we'll go, me boys, with Gribble now we'll go. We'll show the Lords we will not take the army contract rate. So that's about it now. We've got one more number to come. Thanks very much for listening to this, and we hope to see you at Raunds Festival next year. Do keep an eye on all our literature for when tickets become available. They should be available probably end of January. And if you've got tickets for this year, they'll be valid for next year as well. Obviously, going to have to cancel. So, yeah, last number now. This is Ock'n'Dough's rendition of On a Night Like This, the Bob Dylan song, recorded in lockdown a few weeks ago at the start of all this crazy time. Thanks very much, and goodbye.
but don't you ever leave. Let the four winds blow around this old county